Hey everyone, this is Manoj. Here I have a problem to create a stopwatch app. If you can see the sketch, I need to make it, and I need to include these three features, right? So this is what I'm going to create, but I'll show you the code which I already created. Before that, let me tell you the approach where how I started. We need HTML, CSS, JavaScript, three things here. So for HTML, I included buttons, div tags, title, meta tags, and the linking CSS file and JavaScript file. Okay. And coming to CSS, I have included that colors, gradients, fonts, positioning to achieve the desired appearance. These things I have covered. And the JavaScript logic, mainly these three functions we need to take care, like where when we click on these three buttons, what is going to perform that things and display thing, and also update. So like I'll show you, I will explain the things when I'm showing the code, like how I did it. Okay, so let's dive into code now. Okay, before that, let me show you. This is how it looks like. Okay, now I'll show you the code. So this is a HTML code. Like you can see the, as I mentioned, meta tags I have used, title and linking of that files, and the div tags. Here if you can see stopwatch icon I have. So where I have this is what that icon. I used a font awesome icon for that. And coming to display time, this is where you can see the display thing. It is coming, and these three buttons mainly. So here I have include these three buttons functions, which I wrote in the JavaScript file. Okay, I'll show you those. So this is about HTML. Coming to CSS, if you can see, mainly I have covered with the body part because I need to look good. I need good appeared background. So for that I have played. I took some time to do it this one. If you can see linear gradient, this RGBA, this justify content, flex direction, overflow, all these things I have taken. The color things I literally played. Okay, and this is a stopwatch icon where I have shown just now, and this stopwatch thing and these control buttons and display and the start buttons and other stop and reset buttons. So these all three looks same. So just I divided. Yeah, mainly border radius, font family, cursor, font size, font weight. These things I have taken. This is just things which it is showing. And at last hour also I covered. Okay, when I move the button, I mean when I clicked on the button, how it is changing that color. Okay, this about CSS. So let's dive into JS. So this is the main thing where where we can play around this perform things and all. So I have initialized these three variables where it is when the stopwatch is running or not, like and when to start the start time, like even interval also. If you can see how it is going to store and update the time. So for that I have, and three functions mainly I have. For the buttons I have covered: start, stop, and reset, and update time as well. Okay, this is about these main functions. So I'll explain one of the function how it is working. So first it will check, like if it is not running, then we'll set the time to 0. Then it will store that whatever the current time into start time. So this is what it's going like after the, like when we do fast. So otherwise it is going to adjust that time, like when it is past time, right? So you can see I've used date now function, so it is calibrating. Same way, again we are setting that running to true, and we're calling the update time in the set interval function. So it will updates time every 10 milliseconds. And at last I'm by get element id, like I'm going to store, store the start thing text content into start button. Okay, and same way stop and this reset and this update time. Okay, and I've used this pad time, so where it is going to display the things with 2 digit and single digit. And update time also you should understand and how it is going to calculate, and I'm just displaying in the format of hours, minutes and seconds and milliseconds as well. Okay, this is about the code. So I'll just show you the how that So you can see, right, background thing I was telling, and this icon, and these three buttons mainly. So here when I click on start, it is going, it is starting, and when I click on stop, you can see it is changing resume. I mean, it is stopped where it has to stop. So when I resume, click on resume, it will continue. Okay, from that 2 seconds it will continue, right, because it is storing. So, and coming to reset, so when I click on reset, again it is getting reset. You can see the things working as expected. Okay, this is about the start watch app which I have created. This is a basic app. Okay, so thanks.